Hey, what's up you guys? Joshua the TTLeopard here with you today to bring you your video of choice, which was my view on Battlefield 3 versus Modern Warfare 3. You guys chose this on a poll in a video about 2 days ago that I made, so I hope you enjoy it, and welcome to the TTLeopard. So, I'm going to be basing this on 3 different topics, which are gameplay, new additions and improvements, and sound. So let's get into the gameplay. Modern Warfare 3 is basically going to use the same exact sort of thing that Activision and Infinity Ward and Treyarch have been using all these years for all their games. It's going to be basically the same thing as Modern Warfare and Modern Warfare 2, except a new storyline, possibly a new tweaks on the multiplayer and single-player experience, but not too much different from any other Call of Duty game you've ever been playing. So, saying that, you will probably and most likely go out and buy this game and enjoy it and be playing multiplayer for years on to come. And, yeah, that's basically all you're going to be seeing in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 this fall. Battlefield 3, on the other hand, is being developed by published by EA and developed by DICE. And they always work very hard on their games, so I'm not going to be surprised if Battlefield 3 would be the better game. Especially since DICE, who is known for their great multiplayer experience on Battlefield and Battlefield 2 for the PC, which were, what I've heard, because I never played PC games. Really, the only PC game I've ever played was The Sims 3, and I got that for Mac, so I'm not really a PC gamer. But multiplayer on the PC, which was being praised greatly by any PC gamer when they played Battlefield or Battlefield 2, was basically the only game component that was actually in the game. They only focused on the multiplayer. I don't even believe they had a single player campaign on the PC versions of Battlefield and Battlefield 2. But, I don't know, I could be wrong, but multiplayer was what all the gamers focused on Battlefield and Battlefield 2. That being said, the multiplayer experience is going to be a bit different for PC and console gamers who buy Battlefield 3. Because PC is going to be 64 players, I believe, and consoles is only going to be like 24. So it's going to be a bit different, and the multiplayer maps are going to be a bit scaled down just to have all those explosions and all the good Frostbite 2 engine goodness, which I will talk about later in this video. And so it's going to be a bit scaled down for console gamers, but PC gamers will have the best experience with Battlefield 3. So, yeah, that's basically the multiplayer. And single player, since DICE is very well known for working hard on their games, I'm pretty sure that the single player campaign is going to be extremely good. And I've played Battlefield Bad Company 2, and I really like the single player. I mean, that's basically the only thing that I've been playing on Battlefield 2. Bad Company 2, sorry. And, yeah, so the single player campaign should be just as good as the multiplayer experience on Battlefield 3. So that's the gameplay for Modern Warfare 3 and Battlefield 3. New additions and improvements. Modern Warfare 3 is getting rid of their zombies mode for Modern Warfare 3 and replacing it with a Spec Ops mode, which is really basically the same exact thing as the multiplayer mode, because they're basically revamping the entire Spec Ops mode and putting in hordes of enemies coming at you, and you have to survive all those waves of enemies. Sounds familiar? It is. It's basically a zombies mode without all the zombies. And they're replacing them with enemies. So that's really the only improvement I've heard of for Modern Warfare 3. There could be a few different tweaks on the multiplayer and single-player campaign experience, but I have yet to hear of them. And what I've been hearing from E3 was that many players really see this new Modern Warfare 3 as Modern Warfare 2.5, as it basically seems the same apparently. And it's basically just the single-player campaign, which is any different. I wouldn't be surprised. And, yeah, so that's really all I've been hearing for new additions and improvements for Modern Warfare 3. Battlefield 3 is using a completely new engine called Frostbite 2, which is, as if you've heard of Frostbite 1, and that's been used in the Bad Company games, and people have been praising that engine for being, having destructible environments, and everything's really good with Frostbite 2 engine, and it really brings a sense of realism to the game, which is what I believe well, I believe many gamers would like to have in Modern Warfare 3, as that would make it completely awesome. But it's going to be only for Battlefield 3 Frostbite 2 engine, which is being developed by DICE, and it's going to bring destructible environments, new senses of realism, and it's going to be great. So that's really cool. And Frostbite 2, as I said before, I think like 3 times by now, brings destructible environments, which is going to be on a larger scale this time, so you can actually blow up buildings and all that. It looks really cool. If you like to see trailers, go search on YouTube or Battlefield's official site, and you'll be seeing all that cool stuff. And they're also using a bit of a new engine, I forget what it's called, but it actually makes the soldiers look like they're moving like in real life. It's the only word that comes to mind right now. So yeah, that's the new sense of realism for Battlefield 3. So I think that's the only new addition and improvement that they're bringing. Yeah, just those 2 engines, which really adds a lot to the game. It looks really cool. So those are the new additions and improvements for Modern Warfare 3 and Battlefield 3. The sounds are, I think, really cool. So Modern Warfare 3 is going to be the same basic sounds you've been hearing. I believe Tobey Maguire is one of the voices for one of the characters in Modern Warfare 3. That's going to be pretty cool. If you like all the Spider-Man movies and anything Tobey Maguire has been in. So if you like that, go pick up Modern Warfare 3 if you love hearing his voice. And so yeah, the sounds are going to be pretty much the same. The trailer sounded really good. And yeah, so if you like any other Call of Duty sounds, I'm sure you'll love Call of Duty sounds in Modern Warfare 3. Battlefield 3, as I've said before, Bad Company 2 has been praised greatly for their really, really, really good and realistic sounds that they've been using for all the guns and explosions and everything. I really enjoyed the sound of Battlefield Bad Company 2. And I believe that since Battlefield 3 is supposed to be a really good, really hyped up game, it should live up to the expectations of what DICE has always been setting for us. And the sounds and everything should be extremely good for Battlefield 3. So if you haven't noticed, I've been citing for Battlefield 3 this entire time. And also it shows on this cover for Game Inform. And yeah, so my decision is Battlefield 3 hopefully will be the winner in this huge clash between first-person shooters. Fall is coming upon us extremely soon. October is right around the corner. And I'm pretty sure Battlefield 3, as many have said before, will be the better game, but Modern Warfare 3 will ultimately have better sales. That being said, hopefully gamers will wake up and smell the roses. But hopefully they go and see what Battlefield 3 has to offer, because Battlefield really isn't, if you've seen infographics, Modern Warfare 3 has sold 5 times the amount of copies that any Battlefield game has ever sold. But really, it's ultimately down to the players. In your opinion, you might like Modern Warfare 3 better. I know that I like Battlefield 3 better. I've been playing some Call of Duty games here and there. I've liked the campaigns, those are awesome, because all the action scenes and all that cool stuff. But I really like the Battlefield experience. It's not as linear as Call of Duty, as in when in Call of Duty you can't do anything else but go straight into the story mode and you have to shoot this guy here and do whatever here, and really it's just go to point A, shoot stuff, point B, shoot some more stuff, and just wait for a cool little action scene to come upon you. And that's really all Modern Warfare 3 is going to be to me. I would love if Activision brings out any new trailers. It'll be cool to see what they have to offer, because all of you really seen is basically all we've been seeing in any Call of Duty game. So hopefully they fix up some stuff. I may or may not pick up Modern Warfare 3 in the future. Probably not. If anything, I would pick it up for the multiplayer experience, which I really enjoyed. But Battlefield 3 will be getting my buck this fall, and it's going to be a great game, as DICE is just a great company with making games. So yeah, it's definitely going to be the better game. Anyway, so that's really my opinion, and if you want to comment down below and tell me yours and why, I'd love to read your comments and scrutinize them. But yeah, so just bring your comments down below, show your opinions. You want to follow me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, like my fan page on Facebook, please go ahead. We can converse some more, argue, and debate on what you're going to be doing this fall with your money. So, yeah, that's me, Josh the TTLeopard. If you like what you see here, please go check out my other unboxings, news, reviews, and views only here on my channel, only on YouTube. So, that's me, Josh the TTLeopard. Please subscribe, rate, and comment. Thank you for watching.